Welcome guys to the Red Square. Unfortunately, it's still closed after the parade. It's not the first time I'm coming to the Red Square and it's closed, because it's often closed for some events or like some repairments, I don't know, or half of the Red Square is closed and there is no information about it. So I thought like 4 days after the parade they would remove everything already, but they didn't. So unfortunately I can see it's only from this side. And you can see Vasil church, the famous tower, and the Lenin mausoleum. Last time I was there I finally saw Lenin. Yeah, I still didn't see him, you know, because like, I don't know, yeah, Lenin Scorp probably the most viewed corp in the world, you know. And guys, if you didn't know, the famous red color Kremlin walls in reality were white. It changed colors a few times. I now don't remember but who exactly changed the color, but I think it's the communists. When communists got into power they changed the Kremlin red color from white to red, you know, the red color of communists. But you know, I don't want to lie, that's what I remember. But in Russian pirate time it was white color, so not many people know it, and even in Russia many people don't know about it, you know. So yeah, unfortunately it's closed, but we can walk around. Firefighter, hello. We can walk around. Here you can see this church. Here is some museum, and here guys, near the Red Square, you see this is the Red Square. This is the state department store for rich people. I just filmed there, finished filming there a few minutes ago. The prices over there are crazy, even for you, like, you know, even for the Westerners it's crazy prices there. One trousers cost like $60, $70, but you'll see it in the video. Oh Amanda, thank you very much. Wait a second. And this is the famous Nikolskaya street where we're gonna walk right now. In the World Cup times it was full of foreign fans, you know, it was very cool time, like lots of football fans from around the world. Very fun times, all like 99% of foreign fans, like they really liked this World Cup in Russia. I only feel bad for Brazilians who bought the tickets like for quarterfinals, but they lost like in 1/8 final, you know. And many Brazilians, you know, Brazilians have a good team and they were sure they will be at least in the quarterfinal. So lots of them came, but Brazil already left. And you can see this is the church. Here they play this music. And let me check what Amanda sent me. $10. Wow, Amanda. Amanda, thank you very much. It's like crazy. You sent me. It's just now this program changed. So you sent me $10, and this program also shows me that you are a sponsor for 6 months, you know. So, and you just sent money, because I don't see if you wrote something. Write in the chat if you wrote something. I want to understand if it's like, if you just sent me $10. But thank you very much, Amanda, once again. It's like maybe 20th time I tell you thank you for that. Wow. The cosmocratic robot is here. Yeah guys, but few years ago it was lots of foreign tourists, but nowadays not many foreign tourists. Well, I see sometimes Chinese tourists, but You know, even Chinese tourists, if you take Chinese tourists, it was like 10 times more Chinese tourists than nowadays. So you see guys, here is the church music they sell from this church, icons and stuff. You know, before going to like Thailand, you need to go to church to pray for your sins, and for after Thailand. Yeah guys, this is that entrance. It goes like along the Red Square, you know. Red Square over there is Kremlin, here is this department store. And the prices over there are absolutely crazy. Even no-name brands, you know, because many brands left Russia, still you see bosses here, for example. But some brands I don't even know who changed them, maybe some Russian brands. And they still there for crazy price. And I checked this pants, no, trouser pants it's called, with no name brand. It costs like 6,300 rubles. It's like around maybe $60 nowadays. And the thing is, the quality is not even great. I had much better quality when I bought fake Armani on Chita market, you know, Chita street market. I still wear them, they are very good quality. So yeah guys, this street was full of foreigners in 2018. Iron Wood, hello. Iron Wood, okay, yeah, good deed to you. I just stayed also in canteen for the rich people. Okay, you can see this is all this State Department store for privileged people. And you know, those sellers who sell their stuff, they look at you, you know, I dressed very simply. Like they already understand from the few seconds if you're gonna buy it or not. And sometimes they can look at you as shit, you know, even though they themselves can't afford things they sell. But yeah, they would look at you as shit. Oh, babushka here playing something. Balalaika is playing, yeah, balalaika. Oh, guys, look. Ah, no, it's not the embassy, it's some TV presentation of Russia office. So yeah guys, in today's live stream, since the Red Square is closed, I wanted to start from there. We will walk around and see this expensive apartment buildings, you know, historical center, because apartments here are very expensive. I myself though wouldn't live here, you know, in the center, even if I was very rich, because nowadays to live in the center of huge capital, you know, not only Moscow but New York, I don't know, Washington DC, London, Paris, and then nuclear, tfu. No, you know, it's better to live somewhere where you can survive or run away fast, not in the center where you'll have no chance. And even if in case of zombie apocalypse, I think, like how can you run away fast from the city? Or really to live near the river, you go on the boat and so on. Yeah, I had to walk different street maybe to see more of the Red Square, but it's okay, I filmed it. But yeah, Krasnodar is better than Moscow. Nah, I don't know. I was in Krasnodar just one day a little bit, but it was okay. But I mean, I think Moscow is incomparable with any city in Russia. Even St. Petersburg is far behind, because by some statistics 80% of money goes to Moscow. 80% of money in Russia are in Moscow. I don't know how proper the statistics, but this is like kinda was in the air for a long time, you know. Don't like if you ask any random people where are all the money, anyone would tell you 80% are in Moscow. No, it's like it's kind of stereotype, you know. Weather is better in Krasnodar, but it's maybe hot. Oh, you see guys, Soviet Hammer and Seagull here. So yeah guys, it's crazy to imagine, but all of the street was packed with drunk foreigners. Maybe even some babies were started here. I don't know, international babies, you know. Russians were, Russian men were kind of jealous those times that some Russian women were looking for foreign fans, you know. I even filmed some interviews with foreigners for my other Russian channel about making interviews with them, like how do you like Russia and so on. You know, nowadays you can make only propaganda interviews, like in those times, like many Russians and also foreigners, they were very happy and honest also. So they told me what they like and what they didn't like. But nowadays you'll hear only praising from foreigners. Yeah. Intimissimi. This is, I know, famous man. Italian lingerie. I wonder if it should be expensive, yeah? Michael, I don't know, I know what it's in, but last I forgot. Fucking, I hate this loud music. Why you should put your freaking music so loud? I hope it's also not copyrighted music. Oh, you see? Scott Nesbitt is right. You know, I haven't seen for a long time propaganda minister. Maybe he left for the vacation, you know. And so Scott Nesbitt, maybe I'll make you new propaganda minister. You see guys, USSR, Lenin. Oh, Layla, thank you very much. I see it. Wait a second, I just want to show it. Oh, you see guys, Stalin, but he looks like Stalin, but yeah, Roosevelt and Churchill. Well, you can recognize them, but not like complete copies, you know. Oh, again Stalin. This is Nicholas II, I think, but still kinda looks. You can recognize them, but not like the best. You know. Oh, the famous matryoshkas, you see? Famous matryoshkas. Yeah, Yalta meeting. Yeah, you see guys. Russia, USSR. Oh wow guys, this pink color hat maybe should be prohibited. Isn't it a propaganda of the sexual minorities? I don't know. Well, I'm just kidding, but you know, I won't be surprised if they will remove this colorful colors as like, yeah. Oh, Chinese supermarket, you see, they sell this. It says Chinese supermarket, so they sell this. Yeah, and it says here, prohibited to enter with the ice cream. Okay, let's go. I hate this music. You know, especially I hate it. Okay, here maybe it's tourist street, maybe not many people live. But you know, if there is such music in some places, like where there are apartments. Look, wait. Let me check what Lila sent. Lila again sent me pesos, 250 pesos. Thank you very much, Lila. Wow. I need to go to the Philippines, you know, again. By the way, my friends go to Philippines, you know, Balnor and Denise. Maybe you know their channel from Kazakhstan. I don't know, maybe I made it. Maybe it had to be a secret, you know, I don't know. But they'll go there to live for a long time. Lila, check their channel if you don't know, I don't know. Maybe you know. They were in Philippines before, like travel with Balnor, and then you'll find like also Denise channel and so on. Thank you very much, Lila. Yeah, but it also, you just sent money, yeah, you didn't write anything. Same as Amanda. No, Amanda didn't respond in the chat, I think, later. Thank you. Salamat po, kamusta? Yeah, kamustais. Kamustais, hello, salamat po, it's like thank you in polite way. Oh, I did it. So yeah, I will no longer think that they will conscript you into the, send you to the sanctioned one in Pattaya now. You see, I miss the dangerous words, you're right. But you understand what you mean. Well, I'm planning to stay here in Moscow for some time. Then maybe I'll go to visit my grandma in another city. And I think after that I'll leave Russia and I'll explain why I left Russia this time, and so on and so on. But you know, to simply respond to your question, I think people are afraid less now, because when it's something new, you don't know how it will work. Because when it started in September, like 22, you know, no one knew how it will look, so there were many rumors and so on. That's why after that many people came back. So, you know, especially knowing Russia, that the law doesn't really mean too much here. Guys, this is a KGB building. You see, I've heard they put back the monument of Dzerzhinsky, who created the KGB, because it was removed after Soviet Union collapsed. But I don't know where it was. Maybe it was somewhere here. But then I've heard they want to install it again. I don't know if they installed it yet. I don't see it, but they plan to install it back. So this is a KGB building. God knows what was happening in the basements of this building. You know, long time ago, for decades. Yeah, maybe over there was a monument of Dzerzhinsky, who created the, I think he created when it was called NKVD, and then they renamed it into KGB, Committee of the Government Security, would be translated. Yeah, maybe it was here. You can see. Guys, I don't know, but maybe it was here. You see it, because now there is no monument. They removed it when Soviet Union collapsed, but now they want to put it back. It's I just guess. It's my guess, you know. I don't say it's like 100% information. Oh, guess my favorite Los Angeles company. I wonder if Don Los Angeles, California, watching. Yeah, you see this, guess. Still in Russia, didn't leave Russia. This is my favorite company. You know, it's kinda expensive brand, but it's not too crazy expensive. Yeah, it's expensive, but not like pants for $60, you know. Maybe in this guess you can buy, like, for example, like, I don't know, three pants for such price, you know, but not one. Nowadays it still feels very expensive, but yeah, sometimes I'm buying over there stuff. Yeah, and again, guys, I'm surprised by the Moscow traffic, how many German cars they have, like Mercedes, BMW, and also, I mean, luxury cars, but yeah, German cars, a lot of German cars. And oh, look, guys, it's Ferrari or what's that? Oh, Chevrolet. Something, you see. You don't even need to look for it. Yeah, and again, thank you Amanda and Lila, but write something in the chat because I worry, you know, you send me money, but this application updated, so it also says that you are sponsored for how many months, but I didn't see if you write something because I think you just send money. So oh, guys, look, it says Russia is the most beautiful country, and here they show the bear. Is it a bear or what? Ah, it's bear, kinda from the water, but not very good picture in my opinion, because it's hard to understand what's going on there. By the way, guys, how's the quality today? I put quality a bit better because I was supposing that in the internet should be good in the center of Moscow. Yeah, you see, it's the nature of Russia they show here. Ah, yeah, you see in the English they want to propaganda to you so you would understand. You see, Russia is the most best in everything, the most beautiful, the most powerful, and you all in the West are rotting, you see. But in case of nature, guys, no, now I'm kidding, you know, when I use this voice, but partly true about the nature. There are so many people in Europe that Europeans like cut all the trees, forests long time ago. If you look at England, like United Kingdom, for example, maybe in Scotland they have a little bit left, a little bit of the forest, you know, and like bears, maybe it's few bears in the whole of Europe left. No, like I've heard, so there was some news a few years ago that they killed the last wild bear in Switzerland, for example, and that bear didn't even do anything like bad, as I remember. He just, you know, they considered him dangerous because he was, you know, going to some people's area. So it's all planted like by, you know, you grow something or like use it for cows and so on. Oh, you see some important person driving. Yeah, I don't want to film close so they wouldn't think like, but yeah, in Moscow like that. Oh, not Akhari, not Akhari, it's Georgian restaurant. Should be. Guys, another thing surprised me in Moscow that usually it's St. Petersburg considered to be the most like one of the most some as this, some as that. Like first, did I say like that? Yeah, the most this, the most, yeah. Wow. If I said like that, you know, mixed Russian and English, it's funny. You know, informal people, you call them, you know, some subcultures like emo, or like now they have this PMC Ryodan, like from anime. They have long hair, like pink hair and so on. So I was surprised that in St. Petersburg, if you go in the center, you can see such people, no, quite a lot, informal people we call them. But here, like, I was surprised because before Moscow was like this simple no, some people dress like simply. They can be rich, for example, but dress like not, no, you know, they wouldn't wear this pink color hair, much less than in St. Petersburg. But this time I see these teenagers, it's crazy. In my time they would be asked some questions why they wear like that, you know, his clothes like that. But you'll see it in the video. Yeah, you see it's one of the Stalinka buildings. Bears relate on baby in hard times. There's a relate on baby in hard times with the human. Oh wow. Oh, this is too harsh. What? Is there I knew some animals eat. Oh, you see, Carol, you're German watching. You see how many German cars has Porsche, BMW again. Yeah, many German cars. I mean luxury cars. You see again Mercedes in Moscow. It's crazy. Wow, what's that? In St. Petersburg, German cars were very popular before sanctions, but you know, from cheaper class, like Volkswagen was very popular, for example. But here, like this, Mercedes, BMWs, and not only in the center, guys. And the most interesting thing, maybe I'll mention it also in the video, that like Moscow is one of the most opposition cities in Russia. No, like even though they live the richest, but those in provinces who dislike Moscow, it's who are richer than them, you know, because the resources like shared not properly. Again, Mercedes. So those in provinces, they love, no, they have the bigger support for the government. But those who live rich, they themselves in Moscow want, for example, to share resources better for other provinces, you know. But it's like really some mystery. But those who live more poor than Moscovites, you know, they support the government more. But in Moscow they live rich, and I mean, I hope you understand what I mean. So like simply saying, you know, if you're more poor, maybe you won't change more in the country, but it seems the opposite. You know, if you are more poor, you kind of support the government, and then you hate Moscovites for being rich, but you are the one who wants to stay everything to stay the same, you know. Yeah, you see Audis, like crazy German cars. Oh, Teslas. It's crazy. Hyundai cars, it's not that much even in Moscow. Yeah, I see some taxi cars Hyundai, but in St. Petersburg and other provinces of Russia, it's Hyundai. We call it Hyundai in Russian, but it's like Hyundai properly to call it. You know, it's very popular car. But here in Moscow, it's lots of these expensive cars. You see BMW, Audi, Not only in the center, guys, because I was in the Soviet foods, they also have their expensive cars. Yeah, you see, if it's Toyota, it's like Toyota Camry, not Corolla, for example. Okay, we walked around, seems like one pension from Moscow told me that your pension from the government almost $2,000 a month because she lives in Moscow. How can this be true? Probably not true. Only if, like, you know, for example, if you are a general, for example, something like that, then maybe, and still I would doubt it that you would have such a pension. For example, some higher class officer, like colonel on pension, maybe would get 50,000 rubles pension or something like that. But $2,000, I don't know, maybe you have to be, you know, those who fly into space, those cosmonauts, they may be like hero of Russia, for example, they maybe would have such pension, and still it's too big. I would believe like maybe $1,000, but no, I don't know. Yeah, in Moscow pensions are bigger. For example, if you work the same amount of time in Moscow and then in some other smaller city, same amount of work, same I can't walk there, so let's turn. Same amount of time, same work you did for the same amount of time, you know. In Moscow you would get a higher pension because the prices are bigger there here, you know. So there is this kind of coefficient, it's called coefficient. In the north you would get, for example, higher salaries as well because the prices are bigger there, and because it's no harsh weather, very harsh weather, cold weather, so you get bigger salaries there. Oh, barbed wire. Wow, barbed wire sponsor for 1 year already as well. Thank you, barbed wire, again. You see, barbed wire, I noticed you play piano, you know, I saw it. So you are from cultural side. You usually come on the stream when I show some cultural things. You enjoy. I'm Gopnik. But thank you very much. Yeah, you see, before I showed St. Petersburg, but now Moscow. You probably visited Moscow as well. Thank you, Barb. $5. That Tesla should not be present in Russia. It all was Tesla had blocked the use of their cars in Russia. Well, Russian hackers, you know, can hack everything. Here it goes back to the Viking age. Many medieval buildings standing, except they have a restored cathedral. Well, some cities destroyed this time, you know, some due to war. For example, Moscow was burned, completely burned in Napoleon War. And some, like, for example, in Armenia, there was in the late of 1980s the crazy big earthquake, like, which destroyed like a lot, like dozens of thousands, as I remember, died. And yeah, or you know, some country conquered another countries, city and so on, and then they kind of change. Whoa. Dark browser, $5. Dark browser, out of all the countries you have been since 2022, which is your favorite? Dark browser. Where I've been to, I forgot. Well, you know, I think the most comfortable country, like if most comfortable, is Thailand, because I was mostly in Asia. Yeah, Thailand. Turkey kind of surprised me actually, in a good way. Like, so I could live maybe for a long time there, you know, like Thailand, maybe Turkey. But in case of like the most action or like most interesting, it was maybe Mongolia, because it was very kind of rare country, you know, not many people go there, and they conquered half of the world before, including Russia. So yeah, maybe Mongolia was kind of interesting. Almost like got in some fights there. Yeah, maybe like that. Korea is, for example, it's like almost like a heaven country, you know, but it's a bit boring for the crazy Russian soul, maybe too many rules over there. Yeah, look guys, who is this? It's Greek просветитель, Greek teachers to Greek teachers, brothers Ioanniki and Sophrony Lihud, gift of government of Greece to the city of Moscow, installed in 2007. Ah, wow, you see, it's even in Greek language here. I have some Greek subscribers, by the way. Not too many, but I have. So these Greek persons maybe teach Russians something, because it says просветители, it's like something like teachers, you know. I don't know how to translate it properly. Oh wow guys, you know, I don't know what's that round on the roofs. Maybe it's to block GPS signal or something, because GPS in Moscow works very bad nowadays. You know why. Push likes. Oh, Pauli here. General Pauli says push likes. General Pauli. How general would be in French language? I wonder. Marshall maybe. Oh, this is Moscow Metro, Square of Revolution. You see the Soviet names. James Paul, manure cannon is loaded. The hell don't push likes. Manure cannon loaded. There are very big storage of it, and then we can make a mix with my manure from the village, you know, like few years manure, like it can kill, you know. It's like a wine, longer it is, like it's better. In and out while I work. Yeah, no problem. I gonna walk still a lot of time. Greek Orthodox Church. I don't know if it was Greek church, by the way. Yeah, it's Greeks also are Orthodox, but you know, the styles of churches are still different, like the buildings, architecture, and so on. Well, in Greek looks, no, you know, they have this very wide roofs. I don't know how to call it. The moment isn't that Methodius and Cyrillus. No, there were different names, I think. Or maybe it was, yeah guys, that's what subcultures I told you, see informal. Yeah, you see? This PMC Rodan, they call themselves. It gets so popular now with teenagers. It's even more than in St. Petersburg now, these informal people who dress weird. Yeah, they were Bulgarian, by the way, yeah, what we are talking about. Cyrillus and Kirill and Methody. Bulgarian, of course. It's entrance to the Square of Revolution metro station. Oh, bear. Here is another souvenirs, you see? The bear. Wow, like, look guys how expensive here the souvenirs. Wow, you can buy even the hat. Oh, this matryoshkas, you see. Greeks claim Cyrillus and Methodius to be Greek, and Bulgarians claim this to be Bulgarian. Well, you see guys, I understand this while traveling the world. These freaking arguments are everywhere. It's like Bulgarians claim Macedonia to be Bulgarian, you know, Macedonians wants to be Macedonian, and so on and so on. I don't know, in Balkan regions it's also very, like, for example, Serbians and Croatians very close to each other nations, but you know, some like, no, I don't want to go deep into it, you know what I mean. And in Asia it's as well, you know. For example, China attacked Vietnam, I don't know. And Cambodia claims that South Vietnam it's originally Cambodian territory, you know, it's like everywhere. Yeah. And if you remember the Balkans, no, Greece, that region, South Europe. It's like that came to my mind now if you talk about persons. So Greeks, as you say, I didn't know by the way about that Greeks claim Kirill and Methody to be Greek, not Bulgarian. But that Nikola Tesla stuff also, Serbians and Croatians argue who he belonged to more. Wow guys, this is a famous Moscow hotel You see, it was closed for many years, as I remember, and then some capitalists bought it and renovated it. It's like, no, now we'll see the name of it. So it's a very old Soviet hotel, was closed for a long time, but then some Western investors bought it. Yeah, about 8 Celsius, but not, there is no wind right now, so sunny, not that cold. And as I said in previous live streams, it really depends on the climate. If it was in St. Petersburg, now it would feel much colder than, much colder. But here in Moscow, continental climate doesn't feel too cold. This is Marshal Zhukov. Well, here is like all these towers of the Kremlin, which was white color before, as I said in the beginning. That's the museum. Yeah, now it's Four Seasons Hotel instead of Moscow Hotel. So you see, they bought it, Western investors. Oh, prohibited colors flag, rainbow flag, you see. Now I see it less, but a couple years ago, few years ago, sometimes, time to time, you would see in the metro, for example, in the metro, in public transport, usually it's girls who did it, some rainbow scarf, for example, or some rainbow elite, some flag, some part of the, some little part, like some sticker, for example, on their back with rainbow. It's like how they showed who they are, like from this minority. But nowadays it's much less, maybe due to these laws and stuff prohibiting this kind of propaganda and so on. Yeah, you see, Red Square is closed today. I like the sound of those clocks, like dun, dun, dun. In the New Year time they show these clocks to us. And many people think when the clocks like count until 12 like bells, that's when New Year starts. But in reality, the New Year start already when the first clock bell sound, like, it's many people don't know about it. But it's even though I know that the New Year starts when the first bell play, I still like it to wait until the 12th bell, because it's more cool to wait, and to listen. Yeah, over there is the building of the Russian Parliament. I don't want to film it close. Okay, there is that park. Okay, let's go. Here is underground shopping mall, by the way. Yeah, today not too many people. Oh, tasty period, you see? Push like. While Scott Nesbitt here, everyone should push like, because guys, you think he is just here for nothing? He is writing off your names, who didn't push likes. And later, don't surprise if you end up in Gulag, or something. So better push like now. You see, tasty end period. The proper translation would be like the direct translation: tasty end period. Tasty end period. Oh, you see KFC still here. They renamed themselves, I thought, to the Rostics. Maybe they just didn't change the design yet. Or maybe slowly like changing the design, I don't know. Yeah, you see here is this fontaine. Oh, it's from the Russian famous from the Russian famous fairy tale, how grandpa caught the golden fish, you know, and asked this fish some wishes to make for him. So, and his wife was very I forgot. So she wanted more and more and more. So this golden fish gives them everything, you know. But then in the end, this fish tired of those wishes and they came back to live poor. It's poor. Oh, you see, there is like many soldiers came to that eternal flame. Maybe changing the well, yeah. Fish rebellion. Yeah, fish got tired of his wife's wishes, you know, because he caught a fish and his wife was saying, tell to this golden fish to give us this big house, you know, I want to become a princess and so on and so on. And she couldn't stop with her wishes. I forgot the exact word, how it's called, жадная, like greedy maybe. She wanted more and more and more, and that fish like fuck you in the end, and they came back to live poor. It's Pushkin wrote that fairy tale, as I remember. I'm Russian Orthodox. Yeah, I grew up as that, but nowadays I'm not very religious, you know. But until 19 years old, I was wearing the cross all the time and so on. I was even supporting a little bit to punish those Pussy Riot when they danced in the church, you know, but then I changed my opinion. I think they still had to be punished, but you know, some fine or like, but not 2 years in prison. So I was more radical that time a little bit. Usually in Russian culture it should be 3 horses, but here by some reason it's 4 horses. You know, because usually you will ride with 3 horses. No, you connect 3 horses, but here it's 4 horses by some reason. Wonder if Russia will stop. I don't know, I don't think so, because I think he himself wouldn't want to do it, because it's not by the Orthodox Christian rules, you know, and he wants to build maybe like that, to bury it. But Lenin also didn't want to be, not Lenin, about Lenin by the way, I don't remember, but yeah, Ho Chi Minh, the Vietnamese. When I was in Vietnam, I read about it. Ho Chi Minh, the Vietnamese communist leader, he didn't want to be how to call it even in English, I don't know. Zabalzamirovan, like, and not zombite, no, like, no, he didn't want his body to be put in the mausoleum, but they did it anyway, you know. Whoa. Лизу будет бэмью. Today again $5. Is that an exact translation? And in the end, children the fish said fine. Well, you know, it's not the exact translation, but if you read Pushkin, he had this books with very bad words, like poetry. And even if, you know, in Russian schools like this, literature teachers, they are usually very cultural, you know, they don't like you when you say some bad words and so on. But then you tell them, but look, even Pushkin had these bad words, like you know, he wrote about pussy, I remember, but bad words for pussy, I don't know in English if you have such a word. So like about horse, like this things he wrote, funny poetry, but they don't want to remember it in school. Thank you, Lisa, very much. But yeah, you know, I'm just translating and simply because most of the people would understand. Like the fish didn't like that wife of that guy who caught a golden fish was so greedy person. She couldn't stop, you know. First she wanted a house. First she wanted like some you know, can to wash clothes or something. Then she wanted house. Then she wanted to become a royalty, and so on and so on. And then I think she wanted to become a sea ruler, the ruler of the sea, you know, something like that. It's crazy, you can't stop his greediness. But you know, all this Russian literature stuff, they kinda, you know, when you read them through the words, you see this Russian mentality. And even 200 years later, you can see the same stuff, for example. Like about this greediness, like corruption, for example, these dead souls, like, you know, and so on and so on. So it still exists. So it's like Yermogen, Patriarch of Moscow and the whole of Russia. Yermogen, I didn't even know about him. No, there were lots of them. So it's like Patriarch, the main church guy. Священномученик, it means that he is a saint, guy who died in some no, bad conditions and so on. Like he struggled and so on. Oh, Wildcat is here. Wildcat, I got notification from you or from my Instagram, but I get notifications, but I can't enter for now the Instagram because I need to buy new VPN, you know, for a month. So since I want to go out of Russia soon, you know, I don't want to spend money. So when I get access to Instagram, I'll respond to you. I saw you wrote me this, that you called me like drunk and so on. No, drunk and old, but you understand the joke. Yeah. You see they changed the internal flame, like one group left, another came. Here it says heroes of military glory. See, like Belgorod, Kursk near Ukrainian border, by the way. Now they have like this Murmansk, Tula. I found it funny. Yeah, well, you understand the humor, at least. Kerch, Odessa, Sevastopol in Crimea. So Stalingrad, now it's called Volgograd. Whoa. Oh, $20 Visa Marshall. Here's the gate, just stopping in to say hi. Love going on these walks with you. Wow, Lisa Marshall, thank you very much. And you are also a sponsor for 6 months. Wow, very crazy. You know, very respect to you. Yeah, Lisa Marshall, you know, she's very known person. Even if she wasn't subscribed to me, I would know her because she's like mod on some channels. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you are a mod on some channels, maybe Konstantin channel or something. But yeah, it's like very famous person in the Russian YouTube industry, you know. Thank you, Liz Marshall. $20. Wow, for today maybe it's like a record, you know. Thank you very much, Liz Marshall. Yeah, guys, and look, here Stalingrad, it's Volgograd. Here Minsk, Belarus, and here Kiev, Ukraine. And here is Leningrad, St. Petersburg now. And here is like internal flame, it's called in English, I think. So the flame never disappears. It's always like there is a flame here. But yeah, you see those soldiers left, but it's a bit weird that other soldiers protecting it didn't come yet, because I thought one group come, another leave. But it looks like they left, and now there is no one here, no, like standing, you know. That's like kind of interesting. I thought it works differently, you know. Yes, guys, okay, and now let's leave this red square area and go walk through the streets, you know, like the streets area where people live, and so on and so on. These very expensive apartments. Oh, wait. Whoa, Wildcat again, wait. Oh, Wildcat, thank you very much, £20. Wow, Lisa Marshall, well, thank you to you, but you see, this pound is more powerful than dollar, so now Wildcat is the biggest donator of today. But you know, it's only due to the most powerful grandma in the world, rest her in peace, Elizabeth II. She made it like the most powerful, because her picture was on the money, yeah, on the cash. Now this guy, her not so beautiful son, they should put on cash pictures, yeah. But before it was, if you saw that paper money, like with picture of the most powerful granny in the world, yeah, pound. Thank you very much, Wildcat. Wow, guys, and you know, you really kind of helped me, because you see, I didn't really film too much. I didn't beg for money when I was in Russia, or when I was in St. Petersburg, because I didn't film anything too much, and also because like I lived for free. But now, guys, I hope you understand me, I will need to beg a little bit. No, maybe not a little bit. Maybe, yeah, because like every day I need to pay for this hotel and this cafe, restaurants, you know. No, not restaurants, but you know, in Moscow even some canteens cost like as restaurant prices. So yeah, you really helped me, you know. So for today already, you know, I have money to survive for today, thanks to you. Thank you very much. I was not trying to outdo Lisa. Well, yeah, but I'm just joking. Yeah, wait, how to get out of here? Ah, yeah, it's another fairy tale. It's here from another fairy tale. Now the Russian commentators write that I'm a foreign agent. Maybe they are joking, I don't know. Kidding. Okay, let's go to this urban area now, finally. And guys, it's interesting that you can't see it, but over here there is a few floors shopping mall, maybe 5 or 6 floors down underground shopping mall. It's crazy. You would never guess about it if you don't know about it. Well, Nemos, you are joking, but the other guy, I don't know if he was joking. Nemos, ты шутишь, да? А другой, я не знаю, шутил он или нет. The phone lagged a little bit, but I don't know if there was also a connection in this tunnel. Sergey, oh, interesting question. How much money do you think that a single guy would need every year in dollars and come to live a comfortable life in Moscow? Dark. First of all, oh look, some important people go. First of all, I'll tell you how much money you need for a month, because it's not in Russian culture to count money for a year. You know, it's like, I know in American culture they ask you how much money you make. Oh, I make like, I don't know, $30,000 a year. You know, we don't count like that, we count like for a month. So I think comfortable life nowadays, no, wow, I don't know. I think like at least $3,000 and you would feel good, you know, if you include the rent for some good apartment here, for example, at least $3,000 to live really good, you know. But yeah, you see green Porsche here, Porsche. Oh, some important people. So $3,000 nowadays would be like maybe 270,000 rubles. It's like to live really good, you know, to rent a good apartment, very good apartment and so on. So you would live like a king, I think, for such money. But again, if it's like if you want some beautiful girlfriend, wife, and then kids, you know, it's never enough. Yeah. But I think there's like $3,000 would be like, I just guess, you know, like $8,000 in America, for example, a month. I don't know, because it's cheaper here, but for example, to buy electronics, it would cost also expensive, even maybe more expensive than in the West, you know, in America, because and cars cost expensive. In case of food and maybe rent, you can save money. Oh, here some famous communist had his office. M.E. Kalinin. Oh, in front you can see probably it's храм Христа Спасителя. What is the exchange rate between dollar and ruble? The last time I was checking, it was around 93 rubles for $1. You know, but it's changing very often. Wow, so many cars with these signals here. Guys, if the signal will disappear for a minute because I'm going underground, don't leave, you know, update the picture, you know. Would I live well in Russia with $2 million? I don't know. Of course, if no one robs you. So the rule number one, if you have this money, just don't tell you have them. Well, now in Russia it's much safer than like in the 90s or early 2000s, you know. So, but still, I think in every country it's like that. Could they buy some land? You cannot buy much. Yeah, $2 million. You can buy lots of land. Or you can buy some huge apartment in the very rich area. But you know, huge apartment still will be just an apartment, so you can't build a lot there. Yeah, you see? This is the library, the state library in the name of Lenin. I can never live in Russia until they make vice money transferring to Russia again possible. Well, I think you can often find the way to transfer money, but yeah, if it's like big money, you know, there are some risks. It's like pain in the ass with all this money transfers and sanctions. Yeah, most people don't really struggle because of it, because you know, if you live paycheck to paycheck and like it's mostly the problem to those like who, for example, no, like you, for example, would like to immigrate to Russia, or Russians who go abroad. But if you like live in Russia and maybe once a year go to holidays to Turkey, you know, it's not a big problem. Oh, look, what car is it? Ferrari? I don't know. In Moscow it's crazy. Boy, this board by me again. Whoa, $2 for knowledge. Ah, library, yes. Thank you, Lisa. I need. Окей. Ребята, вы походу троллите, но я понял, да. Короче. Thank you, Lisa. Knowledge, I need knowledge. But for now I kill my brain with the cigarettes. Here they promote apartments, by the way, in the youth Moscow from the 6 million ruble. It's 6 million rubles, it would be maybe $50,000. Oh, look, that's very interesting. Yeah, you see Moscow a bit hilly. They have there, it's built on 7 hills. Or I often confuse, you know, because Rome also built on hills, and Moscow has like hills. So in Moscow maybe 7 hills, and in Rome how many hills there? Алексей, у тебя, по-моему, паранойя какая-то. Какие стратегические объекты? Всему известный центр Москвы и всему миру. Wow, guys, this is Vladimir. I guess it's Vladimir. Yes, Prince Vladimir, who baptized Russia into Orthodoxy. Okay, 7 hills in Rome, I see. Yeah. But yeah, I was also surprised, like Moscow is really very clean. Yeah, and again, these informal people. Before I thought in St. Petersburg we have much more of them, but I see Moscow kinda changed in the last years. When I lived here for a few months in 2016, you know, there were not so many of these subcultures, so-called. But nowadays it's like that. Oh, mouse the German. Hello, hello. Was this guy driving scooter, no, electric scooter with batteries, you know, to change batteries. Sometimes they drive like it's crazy, you know. They collect the scooters and like they drive and have like 2 scooters also taken with them. And now he drives like he sits on this batteries, you see. Oh, this is very interesting building. Okay, wait, I need to connect the charger, guys. 10% left. Wait a second. Yeah, near Kremlin, but the Red Square was closed because they still removed the decorations after the parade, you know. But with Red Square, you know, you never guess, because in my memory when I was visiting Moscow, it's really often like closed for some events or something, and there is no information in the internet. Maybe I didn't search properly, you know. But yeah, there is no information if it's open or not. Yeah, sometimes they announce like the Red Square will be closed for like for something, you know, but it's usually some newspapers announce it, like news websites and so on. It's like from Red Square. Jesus, but you really kinda how to say, catch me on these funny things. Guys, this is the painting of Minin and Požarsky. It's like the rebels when no, as history says, like Polish captured, like no, controlled Moscow. These guys organized the rebellion which started in Nizhny Novgorod, as I remember, and then they came and removed the Polish from the power. Oh, wait. See, I'm from cultural capital. Watching from South Africa. By the way, yeah, I was chilling with 2 South Africans in Laos in the hostel. They were telling me go to South Africa, and it's really South Africa not as difficult for Russians actually to go, because Chinese bankers work there, union pay, and Russian bankers, Russian Chinese bankers, they work there because in some countries, even if you have Chinese like union pay system card, but it's made in, if it's made in Russia, you know, it still wouldn't work like in Georgia or in some European countries. But in South Africa I read the reviews that it works. I have to say Moscow is Georgia's, but I think I prefer the cozy charm of St. Petersburg. Yeah. Guys, in Moscow so many of these cars, and they are really racing. on the streets, like drifting, even drifting I saw, you know. I don't know if they have lots of money to for the bribes in St. Petersburg. For example, at night some people can ride fast and drift, you know, but kind of secretly. But here they do it like in the main street and so on, because cameras are everywhere. I don't know how it's possible. Yeah, I thought about Brazil, they're part of BRICS, so maybe Russian bankers will work there. No, Russian bankers, like MIR system won't work there. But Chinese Union Pay, they have it, but very rarely, and mostly you can just withdraw money in some banks, but you have to, maybe it's one ATM machine in the whole city, maybe, you know. Yes, but I was in Brazil 10 years ago, so I loved Brazil. Just Brazil is too far, you know, too risky because of this also problems with banks and so on. But I would love to go there. Yeah, you see it, State Museum of Paintings, art, drawing art. So the famous drawings, paintings are over here. Sergey, have you been to GUM? Have you been in GUM? Yes, I was in GUM just before the live stream. Checked the prices for the underpants. It was like $60. And then I left. I filmed a little bit inside, so you'll see in the next videos. That store is for rich people, you know. Fine Arts it's called. Oh, thank you very much, Knopka play. Wow, it's also the Fine Art Museum. Look, it's like two buildings. Diagamonia, Cézanne, Gauguin, Matisse, Picasso. Oh, only Picasso I know from these last names. You see, I'm culture. Even though I'm from cultural capital, I know just one surname. Yeah, let's cross here. Ooh. I also know Picasso. I think, yeah, everyone have heard about him, but to be honest, maybe I even know some of his paintings, but you know, just saw them once or something, I will recognize them. But if you'll show me and ask if it's Picasso or not, I wouldn't know. Oh, look, Il Paggio, Italian cuisine. know, these two letters means Christos Voskres. In English it would mean Christ risen, has risen, but it's so Christ is like letter H, C. In English it would be CR, like Christ risen, but in Russian it's H and Russian V. Christ has risen. Because recently Russian Pascha was about 1 month later than the Western one. Pascha in English, I forgot. You all kind of wished me the happy Easter. So Russian Easter, Orthodox Easter was 1.5 weeks ago, but in the West you celebrated it all around a month ago. Same with the Mother's Day yesterday. Some of my subscribers wished me, asked me if I called my mom to wish Happy Mother's Day, but in Russia we celebrated a different day. So guys, as I understand, it's like the Cathedral Church of Moscow, of Christ. In the communist times they blew it up, and here was a big swimming pool. It was very big, like one of the largest in the world, maybe the largest. But then when Soviet Union collapsed, they built the new one. No, the same one, you know, the same architecture it is as it was originally. To be honest, I thought it's a bit bigger. It's still big, but I thought it's kind of wider, maybe, you know. Yeah, and there is some bridge here, but I don't know where it is. Why is there no traffic? I also kind of surprised. Maybe because, you know, it's not the main streets and it's already kind of late. You know, people go from the center back to the residential areas, sleeping areas. Yeah, and in Moscow they kind of fixed the traffic a little bit. They built so many new roads, you know, these highways, so it got better. But like 10 years ago the traffic was crazy sometimes here, but it's still probably crazy, you know, time to time. Today is the first working day after the holidays, but yeah, I myself also thought it will be more traffic. Налево. Here will be this way Knovka, yeah, it will be the bridge. Maybe I could enter through this. Yeah, maybe I could just pass through the church, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like here already residential, no people live in these buildings. Apartments here cost like crazy, I would guess. Yeah, you know, guys, but in Moscow, really, you see every like walk path is made, and so on and so on. Yeah, I wonder how much the apartment would cost here on the last floor. Maybe we talked about $2 million. Maybe $2 million it could, and it really can cost such a price. You know, here. Knopka played. Yes, I missed it, but maybe I can climb the bridge over there again, no? Or I had to kinda enter and зайти на территорию должен был. Yeah, guys, look how much money. I wonder. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if $2 million it would cost some big apartment here. Oh, another some small church. Ah, yeah, over there is the bridge, looks like. I just thought it's very long bridge. Wonder if the owners live there. Oh, lighting turned on. You see, in Moscow, the sunset is 1 hour earlier than in St. Petersburg, which is farther to the north. You know, I guess it's rich people. You know, if you are very rich, it can't be an investment, I would think, because we have the same rich neighborhood. I was in Krestovsky Ostrov, for example. I think it's a not very good investment if you buy a very expensive apartment, you know. The mass market, the mass amount of people wouldn't be allowed to rent it. So if you are rich, I think it's better to invest in these small apartment studios, 1-room apartment, 2-room apartment, even 3-room apartment, but not like this, which cost like $1 million apartments, you know. So I think maybe rich people buy for themselves, for kids, and then they live here, and then they go to Dubai, for example, just for example. Ah, this is the bridge. Wow, yes, it's long. Wow. So, and there is no way to climb it here. So many Mercedes, BMWs in Moscow, it's crazy. Oh, Moscow River. Architecture gets retirement plans when he gets rich. Yeah, you know, in my dreams, like I was having such dreams, like that I'll become a football player, buy these expensive apartments, and so on. Ah, no, I can climb here, looks like. There are steps. Кнопка. Здесь вон лестница есть. Только непонятно, забор почему-то. The real is a lot better and more smooth now. Yeah, because I use this good Chinese stabilizer. But it's still not as good as some other people have. Maybe they have newer phones, which also has like better phone stabilization inside the phone. Yeah, it's open. But it's weird, why did they put a fence here? For some safety reasons, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Or maybe, yeah, maybe when they close it for a night, but I don't know. Guys, in my hostel was the woman from Yakutia. She told me so many interesting things about Yakutia. They really can survive in any situation, like, you know, they can hunt, everything. But she told me, like, when she was, you know, walking in Moscow, some teenagers joked, you know, like mimicking her, like, you know, like she speaks some Chinese or like some made up language, you know, like, and she said, but I'm a Russian citizen, but they joke about me, because they thought she's Chinese or something like that, but she's from Yakutia. But she reacted okay on that, you know. She said it's like teenagers, they joke like that. It's not for the first time. Yeah. So this is this bridge. I remember some Western media were taking interviews here. I saw it on YouTube. Oh, over there, as I remember, it's the monument to Peter the Great. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's the monument to Peter the Great, and it was considered by some ratings, people ratings, a very ugly statue. But you know, sometimes if people think it's ugly or something, but people talk about it, so this statue was very, you know, people discussed the design of this monument a lot. But I think it's not too bad, you know. So many Chinese and Russians now find that. No, not a lot. 10 times less than before. Before it was 10 times more. Новая Третьяковка. I've heard about this. I was in the old gallery Tretyakovka, but the new one, I don't know. Yeah, but it's interesting to walk. In St. Petersburg, it wouldn't be as interesting to me to walk, because here it's like everything is new to me. Well, I know, like, you know, I know this Cathedral church and so on, but still, I've never walked here myself. And taking you with me also, so not so boring to walk alone. And also, super chats, it's like amazing. Oh wow, the Red October. Russian traditions of quality. It's the factory of the chocolate, as I remember. You see, Red October. They produce like chocolates, candies. Where is the new новая Третьяковка? Там или тут? Yeah, Moscow River. So yeah, I wonder how much money I would need to live in Moscow before 2022. Well, maybe around the same, you know. Same, maybe $3,000 you would live very good here. Like very, no, like good, you know. But $1,000 for Moscow, for example, is not enough, even if you are like simple guy, you know, because the rent can be like, I don't know. No, you would live somewhere very far. in the crazy outskirts, for example, in some babushka apartment, and then for food you'll need to spend. So I think to live like, for example, how I live, if I will need to rent the cheap apartment, you know, I would need maybe $1,300, something like that. It's like the minimum, just like for food, for rent, to go somewhere and so on. I actually not the best person to ask such a question, because you know I'm not very good at economy and so on. I'm only good at economy of super things and super chats and so on, but I usually spend money, don't look like, you know, how much I spent, and then only then I count when it's time to give back this credit loans and so on. Wow, this is a chocolate factory, crazy. Why are the streets empty? Well, you know, it was 4 days of holidays, and before that there was holidays also, like 1st of May, Labor Day of Labor. And also I think people had enough of walking in these tourist areas and so on. And today is the first working day, so this is kind of a tourist area, you see. And I'm pretty sure, for example, yesterday would be much more people here. And I was filming some stuff, like Soviet cars exhibition, then this famous Western equipment exhibition. You know, it was full of people. So let me block Alexei Kuzmin. Not for all time, but for 5 minutes. I don't even know how to block. Okay, you see, freedom of speech prevailed. So Alexei Kuzmin stays here in the chat. Whoa! Lisa, you missed some powerful pounds from Terry Lane. My weak dollars will allow you to do this facts through. So, wow, Lisa, you are so nice. You sent me money to remind me of some other money. Like, wow. Lisa, thank you very much. Let me check. How could I miss it? Terry Lane, I remember him, he sent me like 2 times in a row. Wait. No, Lisa, I see only your super chat, previous one, $2. Terry Lane, write me if you are here. Yes, super chat are 20 pounds missed. Terry Lane, but thank you anyway. If you like, I just don't see it by some reason in chat. Maybe I missed it. Monterey Lane, thank you very much. Because yeah, Monterey Lane, even though I didn't see it, you know, I remember you, like, you sent me like 2 times in a row, now 3rd time already in a row. Thank you very much. Anyway, wow, write something in the chat, Monterey Lane. And Lisa, thank you for reminding, of course. Wow, guys, look, from here you can see the Moscow city area, this financial district where I'm staying now. And that's the tallest tower called Federation. Wow, and here we can see closer some Stalinka building, which looks even taller, but it's because it's closer. Monterey Lane sent $20. Oh, Monterey Lane, hello. Wow, I don't know, I by some reason missed it. Monterey Lane, I see you now in the chat. Hello. If you wrote something, right, but thank you very much. Monterey Lane, like, you know, it's like, how to say, like in this Hollywood movies about racing, you know, like some Formula 1 or something, like he like starts slowly and then like he sends like 3 supercharts and then he goes like to the 2nd place, 3rd place, 2nd place, and then in the end like he gets to the 1st, like, you know, this happy end like in Hollywood movies with his supercharts. Thank you very much. Monterey Lane. I'll check from the computer. Wow. Guys, thank you very much for help. Кнопка до парка Горького. Слушай, я заблужусь, наверное, потому что я уже прошел. Там же Москва-река была, мы прошли ее. А, да, памятник был на этой стороне. Не, я, наверное, знаешь что, пойду лучше посмотрю вдоль рек я уже ходил, я хочу посмотреть, ну вот именно где люди живут, вот район какой-нибудь. Вот, ну так, спасибо за совет. О, кстати, что это за река? What's the name of the river? Because there was a Moscow river, I suppose, but there's some smaller river. Maybe some Situn or something. Ah, maybe this is Tretyakovka, New Tretyakovka, I don't know. Look here, guys, it's... I remember the discussion about this statue as well. Some people claim that it looks like some poo, you know, some modern art stuff. Guys, do you think it looks like poo, like a poo? I remember, yeah, there was a big discussion. People criticized it. Some people liked it, but some people criticized it. I don't even know what it means, but it's some modern art. Yeah, maybe this is gallery. I don't know. I wonder what it means. Yeah, let's... Knopka, if you're still here, what it means? Do you know what does this statue mean? No, Neva River is in St. Petersburg and it's much wider. Ah, yeah, yeah, from here you can see this Knopka. Now I see it's not that far. It's a big pile of poo. Yeah, that's the modern art for you guys. If you don't understand modern art, it's your problem, you know. Modern art, not everyone would understand it. Like I remember Nikita Khrushchev didn't like some modern art in Soviet Union. He came to some gallery, criticized it a lot, and maybe they closed it afterwards. It's a humanity inner struggle itself. А, это ГРЭС, гидроэлектростанция, что ли? А, гидроречная, наверное, электростанция. But it looks like a museum now, so it's former one, I think, yeah? So it looks like it's the former GRES, how to translate it, this abbreviation. Okay, let's walk finally to some residential area, how the elite lives. Сейчас my capitalist shoes. I'll fix it the gopnik way temporary. It's regional thermal power plant, okay, but it looks like now it's just they made it into museum, looks like. Oh, Nemas, thank you very much for the explanation. So Nemas says, большая глина, big clay number 4, it's called. Sculpture of Swiss artist Urs Fischer, which present the act of creating, changing. Yeah, Blizzard Bami was closed actually. Act of so this sculpture present act of creature, создание, creature, преображение, rechanging. Wow, difficult words. Nemus, if you'll translate this in English, because it's like, you know, too difficult words. Creature. To translate with моего английского не хватает. I love empty streets. Yeah, I kinda surprised it's empty, but you know, it's an opposite in Moscow city that financial area. Today was so many people, I was shocked. It's because the holidays ended. So you wait this for elevator for a long time. The art of Chinese Swiss chocolate by digestion. I won't be surprised such an art exists already in the rotten inquest, you know. Carol, thanks for the translation. As you see, I was struggling with translating these two words. Transformation, yeah, the last word, transformation, could be right. But you see those two words, were kind of similar in meaning, so I was like creation, okay, first word creation, but second word I wanted to translate also as creation, you know, so it was kind of weird. But you see, maybe English is more primitive language, because for the word creation we can use two different words in Russian. You see rich people, Porsche. Crazy how rich is Moscow, guys. Oh, Bulgaria, hello. We were discussing earlier about Kirill and Methody, because Russian language kinda came, no, the alphabet, you know, all of this from them, from Bulgaria. By the way, I don't have a big experience with Bulgarian language, but I noticed that Bulgarian is easier to read and understand for me with my small experience, you know. But when I was in Serbia, I think I could understand Serbian a bit more than Bulgarian, but reading Serbian was harder than reading Bulgarian, I think, you know. But still I have small experience with Bulgarian. I just heard it somewhere like a few times in my life, so you know. Wow, look what car it is. Audi. What's Kirillitsa? Kirillitsa, it's Cyrillic, like alphabet. You have Latin alphabet, you have this Cyrillic alphabet. But just in Russian we say Kirillitsa because this, no, Cyril, maybe Cyril. How? Yeah, by the way, let's go. Please write how would you properly name the Cyril and Methody in Bulgarian. In Russian we say Kirill and Methody, but like since they're from there, how would you name them in Bulgarian? Russian alphabet 90% maybe the same as Bulgarian one. How many letters do you have in Bulgarian? We have 33 letters, including this weird 2 letters which, like, I don't even know how to translate them. They are not even letters, they are sounds, like you know, soft sound and tough sound, like which we add to the words usually in the end of the words to make it sound. Yeah, tough sound we sometimes use in the middle of the words also, and no, yeah, we use them everywhere, but not in the beginning though. Yeah, you learn Cyrillic, I remember, but you still struggle with reading the cursive language, cursive Cyrillic alphabet. But me too, sometimes I struggle to read the doctor's prescriptions, like what they write there, you know. It's crazy why doctors write like that. And it's not only in Russia. I've heard like people from around the world complain about doctors having like disgusting cursive, you know. Maybe because they study for so many years and they write a lot. But nowadays maybe they use even computers more, I don't know, to type. But those old school doctors, they wrote a lot in the paper, no, notepads maybe on the elections in the universities. So yeah, okay, will I have time? Wow, you see, he follows the rules. He walks with a scooter. Well, doctors are alcoholics and punk. Well, that's funny. Modern Bulgaria until an alphabet with 32 letters. Wow, almost same. But do you have this soft sound, tough sound, you know? If you know what I mean. This is 9th of May still. No, here maybe we'll be here for a week or two. And yeah, this street, I don't know what the street is. Yeah, it's interesting to explore the area. Looks like many buildings here are really new. Like here in front are historical buildings, and in the back they built some new buildings. Okay, maybe let's walk on the main street a little bit and then turn somewhere to the left. Oh yeah, it's here again. Promotion of the apartments. What? It's like some capitalist tricks again. It says for 1 ruble a month you can get a mortgage. But here you can see capitalist tricks. The small star, and here somewhere you can read some capitalist trick that it's not really 1 ruble, you know. There was this 9, you know, because everyone already got used to this, like Lisa knows, but at Bamy, like, you know, 9.99 stuff, like tricks, capitalist tricks, but now they turned to this 1 ruble a month. Oh guys, there's singer Balkan. He won the Eurovision 2 times, in 2006 and 2008. But now Russia is banned from the Eurovision. Now I didn't even watch the Eurovision. I saw it's like some weirdos were participating in it. Switzerland, I guess, won. Yeah, but these bicycles, you know, I didn't really see many people use them. It's before scooters people use them, but nowadays, yeah, maybe in holidays it would be cool to ride them. But in case of just, you know, just transportation, if you need to go somewhere, people either would get a scooter. Yeah, you see again Mercedes, this Geländewagen, how it's called. And I don't even know. In Russian they call them Geländewagen, but Anna, hello. Fortunato Cardenas, how is your story about your cat? How is your orange cat? Wow, Fortunato, it's crazy. You either maybe confuse me with Sunshine Ivan, or maybe you have a greatest memory of all of my subscribers, because I don't actually have a cat. But maybe I posted somewhere on Instagram and you saw it, I don't know. But my mom has an orange cat, it's a woman cat. And now she likes that cat even more than me, you know. But I myself never had a cat in my life. Over there is some presidential hotel, it says President Hotel. Yeah, let's walk. You see how many is here? Mercedes, BMWs in Moscow, it's crazy. Fortunato Cardenas, remember your cat during the pandemic? Ah, I got it. Wow, Fortunato, wow, it's really cool you remember it. You know, it wasn't my cat in reality. It's my friend rented the apartment. He lived there, and he allowed me to film in this apartment. So we made like some funny video. It was his cat. So maybe 1 year ago, last time, I asked how is this cat. So I think, he was young cat. So he was very active, so I think he still should be alive. Yeah. But wow, you know the video of 4 years ago. Oh, Pauli also knows the thing. Not even my roommate, it's like my friend. I lived in another place. I lived in that. I think that time I just rented that Soviet apartment where I lived in the tent. Looks so different from many Russian rural villages. Yeah. Wow, very interesting. Look here. It's maybe some bar. It's here a restaurant. Flat number 44. Yeah, of course. Guys, I don't deny Moscow is really great, and even I'm from St. Petersburg, second city in Russia. Even I'm shocked how good it is. But comparing it with like smaller towns and so on, like other provincial cities, it's crazy difference. Carol, well, I'm sure you remember that cat. You were one of the first subscribers. Wow, the parking, how much it cost in Moscow. Wow, it's so crazy prices, guys. So I will round up. $1 is like 93 rubles about it, but $3.8 an hour from 8 to 9. And 200 rubles an hour at night time, $2 an hour. Wow, guys, it's crazy expensive. Imagine like if you come like to work or something. Okay, let's round up like $3.50 an hour in the daytime. So 10 hours will be $35 a day. It's like you have to give the whole salary of the day to the parking. It's crazy. It's only rich people can afford. Well, this is kind of wow. It's really interesting design. You see this, I don't know how to call them, but there are a lot of them like in one place. Wow, this church is really interesting, guys. Very funny video. Yeah, that video is one of my favorites as well. There was everything, the cat, vodka, and even that pistol, like pistol, no, how to say, broken pistol for no, children's pistol, like cat playing hockey with us, football. Well, love hotels for an hour, to be honest. I don't know if you have such hotels. It's more like you can meet such hotels for an hour in the airport, for example. Some capsule hotels you can rent for an hour or 2 hours, 3 hours, but I think we don't have such a concept of love hotels, like for not even love hotels, not exactly, but what you mean, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. By the way, even in Thailand I didn't see such ones. Maybe because I wasn't too much into it, because it's usually like older men come there with money to have some fun. But I'm a cultural person, I'm not into it. Fortunato, yeah, I mean, I prefer honesty, because I see Moscow is really looks good. Even the outskirts of Moscow look very good kept, the Soviet hoods and so on. Even grass, they clean grass here, Sometimes you see like cigarette tents and so on, but not too much, It's even St. Petersburg is dirtier. But yeah, again, it's like, Russia got much cleaner, but how to say, infrastructure is amazing in Moscow. Like metro is crazy huge, like you don't really need a car anymore maybe for most things, but the thing is, like, that it's not fair maybe that Moscow is so rich, but many other parts of Russia are not that rich, And Moscow should be rich, it's the capital, and so on. I think it should be rich, but I think it shouldn't be such a big difference, with some provinces. But there are other good, also kept very well cities. Like I was in Kazan, I was surprised it's even better kept than St. Petersburg, to be honest. Sochi is very well kept nowadays, but still there are some problems over there, but yeah. But yeah, this, in my opinion, the like small provincial towns, they're kind of forgotten in Russia, like 50,000 people, 100,000 people, But big cities, more or less alright now. Wait, I'm looking for some coffee machine or something. Have you been to the Cat Cafe? No, I haven't been yet. There is even some raccoon cafes nowadays. I don't even know in Russia or in some countries it exists for sure. Look, guys, some interesting brutalism. Soviet brutalism, I don't know how to call it. In 2000s, yeah, Russia was developing very fast. Even that financial minister of Russia got like some recognition, like as the best financial minister in the world or in Europe, by some international organizations. Should be equally distributed. Maybe that's the right word. Dark brother, you know more about love hotels than me, so I won't argue with you. I just don't know. Извиняюсь. Oh guys, look, they even spend electricity to light up this ugly Soviet building. Oh, look. In Moscow they don't know where to put the money, so they start lighting up these buildings. Well, this building is really, I'm not really against the Soviet architecture, because I even like Khrushchevkas, but this building to me looks like scary by some reason, like from some horror movies, Khrushchevkas looks cute, but this building looks like kinda scary. I don't know, some color, dark color, I don't know. Like from Gotham, But this part looks nice. And you know what they have much less in Moscow looks like? Well, I didn't go to the crazy outskirts of Moscow yet. But you see, this is from Soviet times. This probably made for supermarket or something. But in St. Petersburg, in sleeping neighborhood near the metro, the businessmen buy first floor apartments, and then they build some shops in there, like, and it all looks very different and so on. Well, maybe you can see it on my other videos. But here looks everything in one design, one style. Well, it's the center and it was built in Soviet times. But I wanna go to some very outskirts of Moscow to check if they have it like that here. Yeah, you see, they light up. This is not some main street or something, but even here everything is lighting up. In St. Petersburg we don't have it like that. Look, they are all in a row lighting up buildings on the roofs and so on. They don't know where to spend money here. Let me check where we are. Well, it doesn't tell me anything. They maybe could additionally add some big map of Moscow also, so you would understand where you are. Okay, this is Garden Ring, so at least I know Garden Ring a little bit. Wow, guys, Embassy of Cuba, Embassy of Kyrgyzstan, Embassy of Equatorial Guinea, Embassy of Kyrgyzstan. Here most shops close at 7. Ah, wow, just when I said I want bigger map. We went to the south of Moscow, okay. South, to the south side. Yeah, that's not cool when everything closed at 7. But if you live in a small town, maybe it's alright. But I'm used to this one, you can buy something at night, I think in Europe many things close earlier than in Russia. Especially like in Moscow, like 24 hours many stores work. Same in Asia also, 24 hours many stores work. But in Europe you love to sleep. Maybe. For Germans they maybe go to the supermarket at 7 in the morning, you know. But some Italians, I don't even know, maybe go in opposite in the evening, but they sleep in the daytime. Carol, you Germans really go to the supermarkets in the morning, like 8 in the morning or something? Work supply is open from 7 to 10. Oh, not that bad, actually. Oh, look, some cafe here, hidden cafe. Suzanne, thank you for watching, but push like also. Wow, I see Chaykhana. It's like some Central Asian, I think, food. Bookstore, Lisa, I don't know where's the bookstore, but let's find here. Maybe some bookstore is here. Oh my god, guys, here is dark. Let me find somewhere lighter or to sit, because I'm afraid to fall. Even though they make all these roads in Moscow, some of these tiles still, like, you know, not fixed properly. Wow, they even have such modern weird lights here, blue ones. Nice park here. So guys, this is the famous garden ring of Moscow, because Moscow was built like this old style, you know, first one village, then roads going from it, not like New York, for example, street lines, you know, avenues and then streets. But here it was growing slowly, old, because it's old city, and then you have these round rings, ring roads. Oh, wait. О, Fortunato Cardenas, 2 euros. Груша, показывающая жест шага и говорящая круто. Ah, I thought what's weird stuff you wrote, but now I understand. Just this application doesn't show me the picture of super sticker. You probably sent me a super sticker, and I read in Russian. Here it tells me in Russian language that it's a pear, no, this fruit, you know, which looks like a lamp. Pear showing some sign of shock. I don't know what is shock, and saying cool. Wow, Fairtanus, thank you very much. Hope you like my response to your questions. So I see you appreciated it and sent me some money. Thank you. Okay, let me smoke another cigarette. Ironwood, you, since your name contains this wood part, so you noticed how these trees are good. So you see guys, this is the garden ring, and it's crazy how many roads they built in Moscow, additional roads, you see, because garden ring is over there, but there's some additional road. John Knox, yeah, I know, I didn't smoke for a few months. For 3 months, but now I get, no, you know, I just decided to smoke a little bit. By the way, someone asked in the chat about girls, but you know, I just saw it really, no, shortly, because hard to read everything and while walking. I think in Moscow really beautiful girls, and I have an explanation about it. Because you know, all of the most beautiful girls want, no, not all, but many of them like wants to go to Moscow, so the capital, like, and they go here. But weirdly enough, you know, the most beautiful Russian girls in my life I saw not in Russia but in Dubai. Flying Dutchman, I don't even know if such thing exists as a red light district in Moscow. Say hello to the chick. Ah yes, his name was... I still actually don't know if my friend was trolling me. He still didn't tell me his real name. He always says this, and I've never heard him calling this cat by some real name, you know, so I believe it's his real name. All the big men and women in Russia were brought to the US of Dubai. Not all, you know. But yeah, some brain drain exists, yeah. But beautiful, I wouldn't think many beautiful go to US, for example. In case of brain drain, you know, to America, in my feeling, I don't want to sound offensive or something, but to America all kind of Russians go, you know, like, because many Russians work on simple jobs in America. But this, like, smartest guys, I know some smart guy, very smart, like nerd, you know, like very smart. He went to Netherlands, for example, to work for some IT company. But to America everyone goes. Smart, not smart, you know. I mean, every type of people. Not exactly like smart or beautiful or something. Isn't smoking bad for your leg vein? I gave 3 months vacation from the cigarettes for my leg, but yeah, it's bad of course, but I'm gonna remove this vein in the end. I think they would already remove it, but rules changed, you know, because before they were just remove it immediately, but nowadays they wait when the blood clot will disappear and then to remove it without complications. Oh, tasty period. Yeah, good advice from you, Fortunato, about the babies who have this healthy woman. Yeah, I need to also quit smoking, you know, and so on. California, $20 an hour. But from this $20 an hour, should you pay big tax as well? I'm just wondering, or your employer, McDonald's, already would pay tax for you, like in Russia they do it like that. Wow, look so long. Wow, crazy long. I think this is the new tunnels they built to reduce the traffic, you know, to, you know, walking crosses. Wow, guys, it's not very tall here, you know. So some tall Germans or Dutch people or Serbians, maybe it wouldn't be enough for some people to walk here. Here it's okay already, but over there it was not high. $20 Moscow take you farther than 20 in California. In case of rent, food, yes, but in case of cars, electronics, you see, I think it will be still. But yeah, like, good comparison you made. Just, it's hard. I don't think they pay $8 in tasty period. McDonald's in Russia, you know, an hour. I highly doubt it, you know. It's like 700, around 750 rubles an hour. I really doubt they pay it even in Moscow. Or Metropolitan in the name of Lenin, station Dobryninskaya. Metropolitan in the name of V.E. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. I remember I ate in this tasty period once, and I noticed one thing which I didn't like when it was McDonald's, you know, before. So it was maybe 7-8 years ago. Even though Moscow is very clean and everything, you know, in St. Petersburg, when after we eat in McDonald's or nowadays tasty period or a KFC, most of the people take their, no, these plates, how you call them, and remove, no, put it in the trash can, everything, you know. But in Moscow much less people do it. So we are more cultural in St. Petersburg. McDonald's in Moscow, 70k a month. So 70k a month, it's how much? It's maybe around $650 a month. Wow, and I wonder how many hours they work, like a day and stuff like that. Do anyone know what time it is? Depends what part of the world, you know. But here in Moscow it's around maybe 9:45. Tasty period. See, it's like palace of tasty period. Yeah, you see, and in Moscow lots of these cleaning machines, they clean like everything all the time. You would have to quit smoking in Australia. Ah, yes, some Australians told me about the prices for cigarettes, and vaping even prohibited, as I remember. Vaping in Australia is prohibited, I think. Some Australians told me. Yeah, but for Russian cigarettes are also not that cheap. I bought this Russian cigarettes, Sabrania. It cost 250 rubles, something like that, you know. So it's kind of expensive. For Russians, I mean. But I noticed like in Moscow city area, these young office workers, like in their 20s, 30s, they mostly now smoke IQOS, you know, this. I was surprised to see it, to be honest. They smoke IQOS. Like, I want to see some styling buildings along this garden ring. Over there looks like it's styling over there. Oh, Turkish Airlines, it was a big scandal recently. That Russians who was buying tickets to Mexico were denied to fly from Turkey because apparently many Russians buy tickets to Mexico and then try to get to America, like through the border, and Turkish Airlines like doesn't want to have problems because of that, something like that. You know, even if you buy the round ticket, they were denying you to fly to some people, you know, who have, like, for example, minimal travel experience, like not many stamps in passport, not many visas. As a royal class, you should stick Dominic's cigarettes with golden teeth. But Carol, these are the Sobranie, it says London. Wow, I thought it's the Russian cigarette brand. Or the Capitalism bought even this in Russia. So it's actually privileged cigarettes. I bought expensive cigarettes. But it says freaking London here. You see, but it's gold. It's made, written with gold. Ah, okay. No, it's produced in St. Petersburg, it says. Airstream. No, Sobranie, I thought it's Russian cigarettes, or maybe it's like some type of cigarettes, London style, I don't know. But all my life I thought it's a Russian cigarette brand. Actually kinda expensive one. Cost of package $50 for 20, it's crazy. Even your Australian dollars are weaker a little bit, as I remember, but it's still crazy. So looks like here is like starting a building start. This one some simpler one, but over there some cooler one. Maybe we'll turn to the hood, you know, to see what kind of dvor, how to say in English, hood, like to check what like cars they have and so on. Пройти еще смогу. Yeah, I know it's bad smoking, but I'll try. Now too much nerves I spent. Oh, look, here is like playground. Oh, everything in good shape. Here looks like new. I don't know, I either don't have power or it's broken, so nothing, not everything is perfect. It looks good, but oh, what the sounds are. Some car tire blew up. Oh, blah. Okay, let's take a look here in the Stalinka buildings what cars they drive. Because here in the center also not cheap apartments. Oh, over there is very cool Stalinka. Beautiful one looks like. Oh, Hyundai Palisade. Skoda. Oh, here is simpler cars. Ah no, Lexus, look. Too early I judged. Kia. Yeah, a bit simpler maybe than in those rich, very rich buildings. Toyota. Oh, Range Rover Discovery. Nissan. Yeah, here are simpler cars. But still Audi, two Audis here. Oh, Mercedes. Yeah, but still Mercedes. In St. Petersburg we don't have such cool parking. Still, but it's a bit simpler here though. But still Lexus, look, Lexus, Mercedes, Audi, crazy. Ah no, that's not, it looks like new building. They just built it kinda in Stalinka style. I'm pretty sure that building is Stalinka. And this is the, yeah, they added it. You see, they added, this is a new building for sure. So this guy's garden ring, it goes like around all of the center of Moscow. I don't know how many kilometers it is. I just suppose maybe 20-30 kilometers, I don't know. But then you have another ring, like they built it maybe 15 years ago. And then also very big ring, another ring is which circles all Moscow, the highway. Oh wow, look. I don't know what this monument is also. Yeah, I wanted a coffee, but oh, they sell coffee here, yeah. Look. But I think I'm gonna finish now the live stream in 5 minutes. This one to Taken Karlsov Who is Tucker Carlson? Is it Russian name of Tucker Carlson or what? Ah, the shopping trolley. I understand, it's like shopping cart you mean. Wow, I need to listen to this song. Guys, I was in the supermarket for Rich Gloria, you reminded me. You'll see it when I edit all the videos, just in hostel I can't edit. And there was something which would shock Tucker Carlson. He was shocked by this 10 rubles coins in shopping carts, but guys, you who watch my live streams, you know the first, you know, you are privileged people, chosen ones. But push like also for the live stream. So there was a shopping cart where you can put coffee in, like where you hold it, you know, you can put a coffee or tea, like a cup inside. So this also surprised me. But I think Tucker Carlson would lose his mind, you know, about such a shopping cart. Have you seen such shopping cart with where you can put a cup of tea or coffee? Canada grows the best tobacco. Oh, really? I thought it's kind of cold in Canada. But I don't know what weather tobacco needs. I thought it's like for south countries. Oh, Susan. Yeah, no problem. Good appetit to you. I'm gonna finish now too. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna finish. Thank you for watching. Thank you for pushing likes and sending me money, also very helpful. Fortunato, yeah, thank you. Mouse and everyone else, like. Because that was shopping like him, it was funny. I still didn't watch that video. I saw this video, but I didn't watch it. Yeah. Take care, Sergey. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Scott. I'll think about making you some like minister of PR, maybe minister of PR. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Pauli. Goodbye. Thank you for coming to say goodbye also. Okay guys, subscribe to Pauli's channel, by the way, also. Pauli's Michigan Memoirs. Very unique channel. Goodbye, bye-bye. Arrivederci. До свидания. Кнопка пока тоже. Спасибо за информацию и, как сказать, наведение меня по курсу, куда идти. Пока-пока.